Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed. The Journey of Dhikr Part 2. How Dhikr transforms the soul. Dhikr is not only a repetition of sacred words, it is the divine thread that connects the human soul to its origin, its purpose, and its destination. When Allah says in the Quran, "And remember your Lord within yourself in humility and in fear," He is not only inviting us to mention Him with our tongues, but to embody His remembrance inwardly, silently, reverently. This form of remembrance is known among the Sufis as Dhikr al-Khafif, the silent remembrance that melts the veils of forgetfulness. When the soul engages in true Dhikr, it undergoes a subtle transformation. Their secret was constancy in remembrance. Sayyiduna Abu Bakr was known to whisper Dhikr even in sleep. Rabia al-Adwa wept through the nights, saying, "I love you with two loves, the love of yearning and the love worthy of you." Bayozai Bistami would fall into ecstasy at the mention of a divine name. These are not legends. They are the result of what Dhikr can do when practiced with sincerity and longing. The wind becomes a whisper. The call to prayer becomes thunder in the spirit. The food becomes light. The sleep becomes presence. Life becomes a remembrance. This is what it means to be truly alive, not simply to exist, but to be aware of the one through whom all things exist. The Quran teaches that the heart can become hardened, diseased, or sealed due to negligence, sin, and attachment to the dunya. Until then, I invite you to begin a regular practice. 10 minutes a day of sincere remembrance. Begin with La ilaha illa Allah, followed by Astaghfirullah, and end with Ya Hayyu, Ya Qayyum. Let it enter your bones. Let it melt your thoughts. Let it become your prayer. Every repetition of La ilaha illa Allah purifies a layer of ego. Each name is a spiritual medicine. Ya Salam brings peace. Ya Nur brings clarity. Ya Qahar destroys the inner tyrant. This is why the Prophet Muhammad said, "No people gather to remember Allah, except that the angels surround them. Mercy covers them, tranquility descends upon them, and Allah mentions them among those near Him." Imagine Allah mentioning your name among the angels. Sufis often prescribe certain names based on the spiritual ailment of the seeker. Dhikr is therefore both worship and healing. It addresses grief, fear, pride, and despair through ideas, but through vibration and divine presence. Every Rahman softens the cruelty of the lower self. Every Astaghfirullah is a flame that burns away shame and returns dignity. As Imam Shadili said, the Dhikr that enters the heart changes the character. But Allah also tells us, the hearts find rest in the remembrance of Allah. This is not metaphor, it is literal spiritual truth. The heart in Islamic cosmology is not merely a physical organ, but the center of perception, the mirror of divine reality. Dhikr awakens the soul to the real world, the unseen world. It tunes the heart to divine frequencies. So over time, Dhikr becomes so deeply embedded that the seeker no longer needs to force remembrance. It flows naturally, as breath itself. Some Sufi saints would say, "I forgot how to forget Him." Through Dhikr, this mirror is polished. Sufi scholars such as Imam al-Haddad, al-Ghazali, and Ibn Atiyallah explain that the human being possesses multiple layers of consciousness. The outermost is the Nafs al-Amar, the commanding self, dominated by ego, desires, and heedlessness. Through regular remembrance, this layer is subdued. The Dhikr breaks the pattern of distraction and returns the soul to a state of awareness. This is the first sign that Dhikr is working. When the seeker persists in Dhikr, especially under the guidance of immersed, the soul ascends through higher states of refinement. Nafs al-Mulhama, Nafs al-Mumina, and ultimately Nafs al-Rada and Mardia, the soul content with Allah and pleasing to Him. These stages are not imaginary. They are observable states of being. Witnessed in the lives of the Aliyah, the friends of God. The Aliyah did not attain sainthood through miracles or isolation alone. Modern psychology now acknowledges the benefits of mindfulness and repetition. But the Sufi tradition offers something deeper. Not just peace, but nearness to the beloved. The science of Dhikr also teaches us the impact of the names of Allah. In gatherings of Dhikr, the group creates a collective remembrance that lifts the individuals. The Sufi way does not treat Dhikr as a routine, it is the path itself. When the soul is constantly in Dhikr, everything becomes a sign. The tree becomes a verse. In the next lecture, we will explore the connection between Dhikr and the names of Allah, how each divine name opens a window to the unseen, and how remembering them shapes the heart into a vessel of light. And always remember, you are not alone on this path. Every moment you remember Allah, He remembers you. What greater companion could there be?